Hey guys, in this video I'm gonna show you how I restore this old Dell laptop. But before we start this video, please subscribe and hit that like button. And let's start. Okay, so this is one of my daily machines. It's running Windows 10, and it has an Intel Core i5 8th Gen on 2.3 gigahertz and a GPU of GeForce GTX 1050, not Ti. And it also has 8 gigabytes of RAM, but I've opened it up in the past and upgraded it from 8 to 16 gigabytes. And yeah, this is what it looks inside. It's a gaming laptop. So, in my gaming videos when I play games, I use this laptop, but it's 5 years old and I haven't cleaned it in a while and it's kind of running hot, so we'll be cleaning it up from all the dirt it's got throughout the years. So let's get started. First we need to remove all the screws like this. So there are I think 10 screws over here. Not sure, I don't remember. I haven't opened this laptop since summer. So yeah, it's got a bunch of gunk inside. Okay, final screw, almost final screw. And now these screws need to be removed. These actually can be removed because they have actually latches, so yeah. Now I'm gonna take all the screws out of their holes. So you might be wondering, why is the bottom of the laptop so scratched up? It's because when I first opened it, the battery was bulging a lot and it kind of snapped the bottom casing. But I did change it. I did get a new one for it. And now it's perfectly fine. And let's continue on. This is a little bit cramped. So first you gotta pull this part, just like that, and here we go. It's removed. You can see how much dust is in there. Let me zoom on so you can see better. Okay, so the new battery is doing fine, but it's kind of way dirtier than I expected it to be. And I did change the thermal paste, which helped a lot because I use Photoshop, the newest version, and that takes up a lot of heat. So yes, let's start up. We first need to remove the battery. Let me zoom on. So there, I'm pretty sure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws that are holding the battery. First, we need to disconnect the battery like this. Here we go. And now we can remove the 5 screws. Here's one. Here's 2. Here's 3. Here's 4. And 5. Okay, so we got the battery removed. Yeah, it's also kind of dirty from the dust. Let's just put it over here in the corner. And this is the laptop. So it has a 1 terabyte hard drive and a 250 gigabyte NVMe SSD. So we're not gonna touch this. I also did this for the sound chip. It's not that you don't need it, but I just included this thermal pad just in case. So we got the CMOS battery. This is the CPU and this is the GPU. And these are the 2 sticks of RAM. And yes, now we need to dislodge the hard drive by its 1 screw over here. Here we go. And also, I forgot there's one here. Okay, the screws are removed. And we can just lift this hard drive, but be careful because there is a ribbon cable here for the hard drive. So this is, if you're wondering, the hard drive. It's a Seagate 1 terabyte. No, it's actually something else, but yeah, overall it is. So let's put it aside over here and continue on. Now we're gonna remove these 2 fans. And once we do this clean, it's gonna be way better for the cooling aspect of the laptop. So yeah, let's remove these dirty fans like this. And here we go. Okay, you can see how dirty it's been. And now the second one. Okay, let's remove this cable very gently like this, and it's free. This one is kind of stuck, so you can pull it out like this. Okay, the fan is removed. This is way less dirtier, but still. So yeah, this is all we're gonna remove. Okay, so we need to get a wipe to clean all this dust up, like this. Let me zoom on in so you can see better. Okay, now it's better. Let's clean it over here and also on this heat sink. And over here there's a tiny spot. And now on the next part, this is way dirtier. It has even a fuzzy thing. So like this, let's wipe it again. And yes, it's clean. And I'm also gonna scrub the board with IPA just in case. Okay, a little bit on the bottom side. And also on every laptop, this part gets very dirty over here, because in these parts there's a lot of dead skin. So if there is some dead skin, you just go around like this and you can get it on the screwdriver. But yeah, it's clean. I cleaned it all up. I'm also gonna scrub the board in a bit. But first, let's take a look at the bottom cover. This is one of the dustiest parts. I'd expected more dust over here on the radiator, but there's also a lot of here. So let's clean this. And also the ports. The ports are very dirty. I'm also gonna clean the actual ports with IPA. And also, this is where the hinge is. And it actually pushes, it sucks air through this vent, and it pushes it through here, where the hinge is. And I don't like this because it pushes it here, and it's not properly like exhausted through, and this can lead to thermal issues. So if I worked at Dell, I would make the air vent like in the front, or like on previous laptops over here on the sides, but definitely not here. This isn't a good idea. Like Apple's MacBooks. So yeah, you just need to open it a lot and clean it if you have this ventilation system like I have. And now we're gonna clean these holes, because these are exhaust holes and they suck up a lot of dirt, which isn't very good. So let's clean this like this. And also, there isn't dead skin over here, but there is over here. So I'm gonna clean up this. Also here, it's dirty. And now let's clean that off. Now clean over here. Okay, this is the dead skin part. You're gonna want to do this. Probably not on your laptop, but I'm gonna do that. I cover this. Or just use a screwdriver. Okay, so I cleaned the cover, and it sort of cleaned way better than it was before. And we're gonna brush the motherboard now. But before that, you can see here, when the battery was very bulging, it was that bad that it kind of snapped. Like you can see, you can like flex it. So yes, let's move on to the motherboard and clean it all up. Okay, so now I'm gonna use some IPA with an old toothbrush and clean it all up like this. And also around the chips. This is done for if there's any corrosion on the board. This happens if you accidentally spill the drink on your laptop, but I never spilled up anything, so I don't need this to do this, but just in case. And let's now scrub up the board, the ports, for better contact. Yeah, now they're way better. And also the charging port. And I'm not gonna be able to clean the SD card slot, but yeah, I'm not gonna do that. And it's pretty much done. Let's get on to the reassembly. Okay, so first let's put back in the fans, but I need to clean them first. Okay, I'm back. I cleaned them, but I didn't have compressed air, so I just brushed the pins because I didn't have it. So let's put it on like this. Okay, we got the cord in, and now let's screw it in. And also, while we're here, let's attach the hard drive. It's over here. Hold on, let me zoom in so you can see. Okay. Let's put it in. Okay, it's in. And now let's screw it in. Okay, so the hard drive is in. And now let's continue on with the fans. And now for the second fan. Let's attach its cord like this, and then route this display cable like this. It's kind of tricky. Okay, so it's routed. Now let's screw it in. Okay, so the fans are attached, and last is the battery, which I also forgot to wipe. Okay, it's clean. Now I need to wait to dry out. So let's put it back in like this, but first let's connect it. Okay, so it's connected. Now let's screw it into place. I prefer the screw method instead of using glue because Apple uses glue in the new MacBooks and that's so awful to peel out. Also in the iPhones and all of their devices, which is pretty annoying for other tech repairers. Okay, we're almost done with the screws. And we're done. So before I close the cover, I'm actually gonna test it if it works. Like this. Let's try it. Yes, it works. The fans actually need a while, so when the system gets actually hot, they're gonna turn on. But for now, it works. All the cables are attached, and yes, it's logging in. Okay, so it's in. Let's now go into Task Manager and see if everything is working fine. Okay, we're in. Go to Task Manager and Performance. Okay, the GPU, the graphics card, now the RAM. Yes, the RAM is writable. And here's the CPU, an 8th Gen Intel Core i5. And now the moment of truth. Let's open up one of my programs here to check the temperature. And as you can see, it's 47. It's pretty alright. And also, the fans do work. And yeah, this is pretty much it. I'm now gonna turn it off. Okay, so everything works. This is good. Okay, it's off. Everything's alright. Let's close it and close it up. Everything's good here. Like this. You have to be kind of careful with these. You don't need to pry up too much because you can break something. These newer laptops are kind of fragile, more than the old bulky ones. But I prefer old things. They're way more durable. Okay, let's put the screws. Okay, all of the screws are in position. Now let's close it. Okay, so these are the last set of screws that need to be tight. You actually need to press it in. Okay, and the final screw. And we're done with it. It's fully cleaned out, and it still works. Okay guys, thanks so much for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'm gonna see you in the next video. Bye.